Alright, I finally got around to, I've got a tier list now for all of the hirelings. I wrote down all the names, and I don't have all of them because you can't get all of them. If you choose good or evil, there's one of them I think that you can't get either way you go. So, I think first I should probably go visit the one that I can't get. Some stuff out of my way. I've been writing things and looking at numbers. Alright. So, the ones that I can't get. So first we will go to, where is it, Garrett Gorge? Come on. I think they're both over here, or maybe three. There's one, two, looks like three dragons I don't have, and I think they all live over here in this cave. So anyway, that's where, I'm pretty sure they're all in there, and I'm just going to say that's good enough. That's where they are, but I didn't finish the quest where you kill the dragon hunters, so those won't join me. I'm pretty sure none of those will join me. And then I picked up two more that I hadn't even recruited yet. They were level 50 ones, so I just had never visited them again after I got to level 50. So this is the only dragon I have, and I got all this shit. And look at the stats. I mean, level 8 with 270. I don't play with dragons, so I gave them all S tier, because that's what I see online, is that if you have dragons in your party, they're gonna just make the game easy in the late game. So I don't play with them because I just don't like having them. They can't wear anything except for gloves, amulets, and rings. I don't know why they can. And also, it says great worm, or worm, I don't know how you want to pronounce it, but they have 4 legs, so that's a dragon, right? And he's only got this, but there's like 4 things. One of them's a fireball, one of them you can make the party fly, and then the other one, I forget what it was. But it's not important to me. I never play with dragons. I just don't like. That's their sound. Play with dragons. Yeah, it's supposed to be really easy in the late game because they have so many hit points that it just doesn't even matter what their armor class is, and 17 to 80 damage at level 8, and it's just that way all the time. I don't know if he still has spells running on him. Maybe it just counts that anyway. I don't know, but he's out of the party. I'm not going to worry about any more stuff. I mean, I'm done this tier list, and then I'm going to go finish the game. So we are going to have Tempus, and I thought he's pretty good. But first, let me go to the other person that I don't have. This is the one that would not join me because I chose the good path. The Temple of or War with the Temple of the Sun. Yeah, so she is a devout necromancer. She will not join your party if you choose the good side, which I did because I thought it would be more fun. Anyway, I think one of the clerics won't join you if you turn evil, but I didn't really look into it that much. So, for the dragons, like I said, I give them all an S, just a regular S. Probably you could put it in S plus if you wanted to play with dragons. You could say, well, you know, that's the best unit for me, but I don't want to play dragons, so I'm just saying what I've heard, is everybody says they're all S tier. And for that character that I just visited, her name is Hevatia something, and I put her in S tier too because all necromancers and all clerics I put into S tier except for Devlin because he just sucks so bad. You really have to put a lot into him. I gave him an A+, but still, he can eventually learn all of the necromancer spells, which
Welcome, adventurer.
which just being a necromancer or cleric, I give them all an S tier. And let me just go over like a general. This isn't exactly what I graded everyone, but for clerics, I give them an S tier. If you wanted to start a new character, I'd say you couldn't go wrong with a cleric. And it depends on what you would want to do, because a cleric would be good at like physical damage a little more than a necromancer, because I mean they can use a staff, but staves aren't really that great. A mace and a shield is going to be a lot better. So if you're really you want your main character to be able to resurrect, that's good. But if you want your main character to have all of the cool spells like a necromancer would have, then yeah, you can't go wrong with a necromancer. That was my first choice in my first playthrough of this. So necromancers and clerics are S. I put dragons as S because that's all I see online is that they're OP, but I just don't like playing with them. Doesn't seem as fun. I put champions. Like if you're going to start a main character, you can't really go wrong with a dark elf. But I think a champion's just slightly better. So I gave a champion an A, and I gave a dark elf an A-. Only because like I thought being good at bows would be more impactful than it seems to be. I don't know if that's just, I can't tell, but it seems like having a champion is pretty good. I mean, dark elves, when you get to their, the reason I still like dark elf is because this. I can get pretty good at this stuff, and it doesn't matter that I just spent my points because it doesn't matter. But like this guy, he can fix anything. He can just destroy anything physically. Like Grandmaster, I mean, he's ridiculous with the Grandmaster. If I found something plus 25 Grandmaster, he would be lethal. So he's got to go into A tier. And this is just, they just give you this guy. I've only gave him 6 levels. He was already really strong. So those are the two, the S and A tiers that I would put. And I don't know if you can start with dragons. I don't think you can start with a main character as a dragon. But cleric and necromancer, you just can't go wrong with having the first, your main character being one of those. And I mean, champion is going to be really good too. You're never going to have to worry about physical damage because your main character is always there. Dark elf is cool because he can learn all of that stuff. Like, not the top level spells, but you can town portal as long as there's nothing hostile nearby. You got all these other spells. I don't ever use this, but I guess dark fire bolt would be good. I think that's the top level ability, but 1 to 17 times 10 is pretty good. It uses 30. Yeah, so anyway, but this one, I think I also picked it because you can get Grandmaster and Merchant. I mostly wanted a archer character to be in the lead, but look, you can use 2 swords like this, and so it's pretty good. But I think Champion's even better because you can fix anything, and you're going to have a cleric, and you're going to have a necromancer in your party. You just have to. So then beyond that, I've got Minotaurs. Which,
Welcome, adventurer.
just generally speaking, I would say Minotaurs are pretty good, but it doesn't look like they can fix things. Like repair would be really good. I don't know if they can do that because he didn't come with it. But they can't really get great at bow. And so yeah, Minotaurs, I had to put them in B. And I think a solid B is what they are. I mean, vampires are kind of lackluster as well. So I would say it depends on if you really want to use vampires for what they're good at, or maybe join the dark side. Might be better to have a vampire, but I would say B or B plus. Vampires can heal. Minotaurs can heal. So it is something. But in the very last, it's got to be trolls. I think I gave him a C plus, just because if you pick a troll, I mean, let's look at the best one. I just found him. They didn't even have enough for the I. His name is so freaking long. But this is what he comes with. He has 57 points, and you can put that wherever. But they can max out bodybuilding. Arms mastery is pretty good. They wasted a lot of points on staff, but mace, yeah, the paralyze, I guess, if you like that. But he can repair a little bit. Regeneration is off the charts, but I don't think regeneration is that important. You can't be a good merchant. You know, I just don't think trolls are very good. So I put them C plus only because, like, if that's the character you want to pick, I would say C plus, just because you're going to probably be investing everything you can into your main character, like I have in this playthrough. So let's go through the list of stuff. I think I've already rated the dragons, and see, I don't have Flamdring as one of the dragons. I don't have Duroth as the level 50 dragon, and the level 30 dragon is Brimstone. So Flamdring is 15. I think, and I put him as a S minus, and I put the other one as a S minus because they're just not quite as good. I don't know where I would rate them in relation to like a necromancer. Or, I mean, I don't know if they can cast spells. I don't think they can. They're just like a fucking tank. But anyway, so Devlin, I gave him an A plus, just because, I mean, he's level 30. I've got Alchemy Grand, but he has nothing in magic yet. I just spent, he's level 29 actually, but I haven't spent anything really in magic just to get his alchemy up to Grand, and he's pretty, he can eventually get there. If he was going to be your only necromancer, and you didn't want to use any of the other ones, you're like, maybe that could work. But he's just so far worse than the other ones. Like, I gave him 50 and all this stuff, and he would really be trash without that. I gave him pretty much every potion he could use. So anyway, Devlin sucks. Frederick Talimere, S. I mean, you can't go wrong with a cleric. Any cleric is going to be able to eventually resurrect characters. Simon, I gave him an A minus. He's just pretty much just because he looks crazy. Like Tempus, I gave Tempus an S minus. Tempus is like, and I also gave Blazen Stormlance an S minus. But Tempus and S minus, they're a little different, but they're basically the same. You get 2 champions when you get to level 50 if you've done this quest. Actually, you get him earlier. I think you have to wait till level 50. But you can rescue Leane. And I don't know if she makes you wait until because she's level 15. So anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I did kind of make a list out of order, but so this guy is, I would say A minus, just because he looks crazy when he's in your party, and I don't really, but having a guy that can repair whatever if you just put points there, and he's also a good tank. Does a lot of damage. You know, if you really build him right, he could be good. So, like, he's great at swords. He's great at this. He's got plate. You know, he's not perfect yet, but he can eventually get. I mean, I would say he's good. Like, I haven't even put. He's just level 30. I didn't want to build him up all the way to level 50 or whatever. So yeah, I would give him an A-. He's still a very good character to have in your party. Talimere, like I said, was an S. Devlin is A+. Elsbeth, where is she? Elsbeth, I would have to give a C. I don't really care for. Yeah, I mean, she's like worse than all the other ones you'll get. Like, if you're gonna build a vampire character, yeah, that's a B. But I mean, she kind of is like worse than what you would start off as if you picked a vampire. So, if you look at it, yeah, she is pretty decent. I would say maybe C+, actually. I don't know. I just don't think that she's really... I wouldn't keep her in your party longer than you have to. You can find somebody better. Once you get to the mainland, you can find all kind of people that are level 5. And then if you got to level 15 yet, you can find a whole bunch more people that are going to be better than she is. So I give her a C just because I don't want to give anybody a D. They can eventually be, like, great, but at least pretty good. But Elsbeth, I think, is near the bottom of what you can expect out of a hireling. And the only reason Devlin is not a C- is because he's a necromancer and he can learn all the spells. So anyway, we'll move on to Arius. Arius is like, I don't know. I just, if you're gonna pick a Minotaur, I just don't think that they're really worth it. They can do this stuff. I mean, look how far behind he is. At level 30, he's only finally Grandmastered Axe. He still doesn't have his plate, like, fixed up because I was lazy. But, yeah, I mean, he just got to, like, where he can focus on magic now. Still need a point there. Like, still, he's behind. So, he's worse off than I think if you picked a Minotaur. So, I give him a B. Rohani. Rohani, I will give a B+. I think she's probably pretty bad. And Jasp, I will give him a B. Where is he? He's further down this list, but where is he? This one. I give him a B. Just because they have a ceiling. Like when I said that Dark Elves are like a A-, that's for like my main character. I have everything that they could be. But like these two are just, I'm not really into them. Like, she's got this stuff. I mean, that's okay, but she's not my main character. I wouldn't give her the best of everything. So she's never going to be as good as like my main character here. Because he's just got all the best shit I can give him. So Rohani, I give her a B+. Ithilgore, I gave a S-. And Jasp, I give a B. Leane Stormlance. She's a solid A, I think. I mean, condition is insane right now because I don't know. I guess that's how I dropped her off here. But look, HP at 30, she's got 400. It's pretty good. Armor class because she can wear like good stuff. And she's got most of her points filled out, right? Still don't have that, but I mean, Arms Master. I mean, this is damage right here. And sword, you can have 2 swords, and then this skill adds to armor class. So if you don't have a great shield, that works good enough. But the protection is pretty good too. So I mean, champions have a lot going for them. So I couldn't give her anything less than an A. If I really wanted to focus on having her in the party, yeah, once she got to level 50, she would be bomb, yeah. She'd be doing some damage. Where is it? What's his name? Volog Sandwich. I gotta give him a C. I just don't like the troll playstyle. Like, this is good, but I mean, paralyze is okay in some situations, but and this is alright. But still, I just feel like I don't really like trolls. So I gave, this is personal opinion. You might think trolls are good. It does a lot of damage. But I don't know. I just don't think he's that great. So I gave him a C. Like, I wouldn't want to have him in my party for any longer than he needed to be. Flamdring, I gave an S minus. Thanis. He's, yeah, I'd say he's just a solid B. Just like Minotaurs are just kind of in that B range. He can heal and stuff. But still, you're putting a lot of points into this other stuff, and he has no magic skills at all. Like, he can't even get that good at magic. So, if you're going to have a healer, you would want him to be at least, if they can't go beyond expert, you want to be at least 7 in healing, and that's a lot of points that you're going to be spending in axe and plate, that, and then that, and, you know. You gotta spread points around all of this stuff too much. You can't even use magic really with a... So that's why I don't really care for Minotaurs too much. Now that's the opposite problem that like a Necromancer would have. You never have enough points to spend with a Necromancer. But like with a Dark Elf or with a Minotaur, it's like Minotaur, you need a lot of points, but you can't really justify, like, I need 10 points to put in axe. You know, you can't really say, oh, I can just throw 5 points. And then you gotta wait another level to get the Grand Mastery in that, and then you still need plate is going to be a lot, and an Arms Master is a lot, but it's worth it so to go after that first. And then you gotta make sure that this is really a tanky character. I don't really think Minotaurs are that great. So Thanis is a B. Next is Karanya, and I have to give her just an S. Maylander is... where is he? Where's Maylander? Is he down here somewhere? Maylander's in the party. He's got broken shit. But yeah, he's good. So Maylander's an S.
Welcome, adventurer.
Getherick. Getherick is another vampire. I give him a B minus. I mean, like, look at this. I had him in the party for a little bit. He starts out at level 15, but I just didn't want to have him in the party anymore, and I took away, like, his best shit, because it's... Look, he doesn't really... He's not really good at anything. I mean, he's got this, yeah, he's got the body magic, but I just... Too many points are needed, and it doesn't really pay off like a Necromancer would. So Getherick's a B minus. And then we have, where's Nathaniel? Nathaniel is... Necromancer... Oh, Nathaniel's in the party, too. So, yeah, Nathaniel's cool. I gave him an S, because he's definitely...
I can't help. No space. It is repaired. There's no room. There's no space. I can't repair it.
He can't repair it.
There's no room
You
in
can
the
put
pack.
broken shit back on. Okay. What about this?
I have no room left.
Anyway, we're wearing stuff that we can use now. That's great. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm not talking about him right now. Nathaniel. Absolutely S tier.
Welcome, adventurer.
He can learn everything. You have to buy a lot of stuff for him. Unlike the upper level kind of things, you have to build pretty much his whole spell book. So then we go to Dyson Leyland. And he's level 56. I had him in the party for a long time. He starts out at level 15. You get him earlier on. And he's a S tier for sure. So let me go back to, where is it? Adric was a dark elf. Where's Adric? I had Adric in the party recently. Oh, it's this guy. I don't like him, so I made an exception and I made him a B minus just because I don't like him. He looks like my main character and he has like kind of annoying voice. So I gave him a B minus instead of a B. Nelix. Where's Nelix? Nelix is a champion, and so I gave him an A. He's not as good as Tempus, and I gave Tempus a S minus because Tempus and Blazen Stormlance are like complete already when you get them. So that's why I gave them S minus. Like if you want one, I don't know if you need two, but they look the same. You can't really have two, right? I mean, you wouldn't want to have two. They look the same. Anyway, moving on to Sethrc. Where's Sethrc? Sethrc was a troll. Sethrc is a troll, and I gave him a C+. He's a little bit better than what I would normally give a troll. Like, further up the list, like Volog, Sandwich got a C. Overdune got a C. But I gave Sethrc a C+, about what I would say if you're going to have that in your main character. He's pretty much built into what a troll needs to be. Yeah, I just found him, so he's still got all the skill points to assign. So you can kind of personalize it, but you have that repair item is a big one. That's like the only thing that I like about him, is that your main character would be able to fix whatever. But they can't cast, and I don't really care about the regeneration. So now we got Verish. Verish is a... Where's Verish? Verish is here. He's only level 31. He's got the cool thing. Yeah, I'm going to hire him because I want that freaking... I want that shield back. This is a quest shield, and it's good for clerics. So I'm going to hire him and take that. Alright, Ryanel. Ryanel, I would give a... where is it on the list? Oh, B+. I'd give him a B+, just like any other... yeah, he's just whatever. I don't really care about Minotaurs so much. Hevatia, I already explained that she would be an S. She wouldn't join our party because we sided with the good people. And Faustus is, yeah, she's a vampire, so I mean, no better than a B, I think, for me. I would say Faustus is a B. Brimstone was a dragon, so he is S. Cauri Blackthorne. I like Cauri Blackthorne. I gave her an A. I mean, she's alright. I would say that my character is a A+, just because I've given them every damn horseshoe, I think. Just about every horseshoe. So he's really got a lot going into bows, so I'd give him an A+, but he's just, that's his ceiling, really. Cauri is like kind of the same way. She's already got, you know, good stats. But she's pretty much maxed out what she's going to be good at for everything. Like, I've only leveled her up 6 times. And I think all I did was put her points into water magic so she could cast Town Portal 100%. But the thing with Dark Elves is they have a real ceiling. Like, about an A or an A minus is about their ceiling. And it's just like, where do I even put points? It starts to take so long to get that next point in bow. I mean, for my character, it's like 22 already. So I have to wait 2 levels or so. At this point, he's level 78. So anyway, Cauri, I would give her a. That's about what I would say. Ulbricht, if you wanted a freaking Minotaur, this is the one to get. He's got 7s in here. He's got all this. He's got perception. I don't know if they can fix things. He does have fingers, which is weird, but yeah, this is already good. You know, he's pre-built, so if you want to use a Minotaur, I'd say just wait till you get Ulbricht, and I give him an A-. Dervish. Well, Dervish is, where's Dervish at? I just found Dervish, didn't I? I thought I just found Dervish. That's Dyson. Will Dervish not come over here? Because I thought I went to his house. Dervish lives over this way. You know what? Oh, this shit. I want that.
There's no room in no space. There's
Somebody
no room.
pick that up. Come on. I don't know if he really has anything else that I would want. Oh, yeah. Give me all these.
No space.
Fucking give them to somebody. I don't care.
No space. I have no room left. There's no room.
I don't know what these are, but I'm taking them. Oh, here's the explosive bow. I was wondering where that went, but yeah, that's why I stopped using it. Okay, I got a couple of those. These are good. But anyway, I'm doing the tier list right now. So Dervish lives over here. Yeah, he won't go anywhere. I guess he won't go back to the one place. Oh, he will. Maybe I didn't do that right. So he's not home now. I went over to his house and I thought I got him to join me, but anyway.
Adventurer.
So here's Dervish. Where's Dervish? There he is. He looks like the other guy. We have like 3 of them that look the same. But anyway, this is what Dervish starts with. This stuff, he's already got maxed out these, so that's all you really need to do is get he's probably already got Raised Dead. He probably doesn't have the next one up, whichever is that Resurrect. I don't know. But yeah, I would put Dervish in an S+ tier because he already comes with pretty much all the spells, I would guess. He wouldn't have the max level mind and spirit. So he would at least already have all the other spells. And that's why I would give him an S+. So now Thorn Understone is somewhere. Where's Thorn Understone? Didn't I just go find Thorn Understone? He lives here somewhere. I thought I already got him to join me. Anyway, Thorn Understone, I give him a B, B-, I think, which is a little generous for
Welcome, adventurer.
I was looking at his stats though, and I was like, if you're gonna pick a frickin' troll, He starts with 106 points, and you can kind of customize him, but I mean, no magic. He can fix stuff. Like, if you're going to have a troll in your party, just say wait until you can get Thorn Understone. But other than that, I just don't really value the trolls and the Dark Elves are like, eh, but the Minotaurs and Trolls is just, I don't really care. The Vampires, I don't really care. They're just like side characters, really. I mean, if you want to have just a party of like the best ones, I would say don't even bother with Thorn. Yeah, so Duroth is the highest level dragon, so I just gave him an S. Vetrinus is the best necromancer you can hire at level 50, so S+. He comes with all the spells. Maybe not all the spells, but he's, yeah, I mean, if you want a necromancer in your party, you know, that's one of the best ones you can get. And he starts with points. He's already got stuff maxed out. You know, Artorias is the best vampire you can get. So Artorias, I'd say B+. Like, that's the best vampire you can hire outside of having a vampire as a main character. So that's the best it's going to get. With Blazen, Stormlance, and Tempus, I would give them both a S-. So that is my tier list for everything. I'm going to put kind of more organized in the description, like which ones I would put in S-. I don't have it in order because on this one I just kind of have just a long list of the hirelings' names written down, and then I gave them a grade, but it's a bit disorganized. But anyway, I did rate all of them like I said I was going to. And so once again, if you're going to create a new character, I would say a cleric or a necromancer is just S tier. I would honestly recommend picking either of those and just try to get them tanky a little bit. Give them all your best gear. Just get their hit points up. You're probably going to give them all of your horseshoes, all of your boiling pots of that what give you like resistances. Just give them all of that stuff. And then I would say if you didn't want one of those, I would say a champion would be the next best thing. And I don't know if you like playing with dragons or if you can even create a dragon character. Can't remember. I think you can. I'm not sure. But yeah, I would say dragons are definitely an S. But if you don't want a caster and you don't want a dragon, champion is the next best one. Dark elf is pretty good because, like I said, you can get quite a variety of spells. Pretty proficient. I mean, not the best, but still, you get 10 water magic and you always cast Town Portal, and you don't even have to have a necromancer. You just, as long as there's nothing hostile around. But I don't really care for minotaurs, trolls, or vampires. So minotaurs I gave a B+, trolls I give a C+, just because that's what I would rate my character that I built. But I don't really like the ones that they give you. Like the Thorn Understone, I would give a B-, just because, you know, I don't really want to have trolls in the party ever. And in vampires, I would give a B. So that's my tier list for this stuff, and I'm going to reform my party and give them all the best stuff, and then we're going to go in the game.